This is the painful truth about narcissistic betrayal, even though you think you're good enough. People with narcissistic tendencies often view themselves as deserving of the best and can be self-absorbed, often disregarding the feelings and needs of others. As relationships with narcissistic individuals progress, they tend to become more and more focused on themselves, often leaving their partners feeling unfulfilled and drained. No matter how much one gives, it may never be enough for a narcissistic person. They may continue to exhibit haughty or arrogant behavior even after the end of a relationship, whether due to infidelity, incompatibility, or other reasons. A narcissist may not be affected greatly by a breakup since they are too focused on themselves to recognize the absence of their partner. However, it's entirely different if you're a first-tier supply. This is often difficult and perplexing, and can leave one feeling used and abandoned. It's crucial to recognize that the behavior of people who tend toward narcissism is frequently motivated by deep-seated insecurities and emotional wounds. Since this is the case, it can be tough for individuals to develop meaningful connections with others. Narcissists may seem uncaring, but that's not the case, right? The real meat of the question of what drives narcissists has been reached. In the following video, I will explain what they are and how they function, because mastering their language and understanding their priorities will enable you to communicate with them and win their trust and cooperation. You need to be prepared with this information before talking to them. Before we begin, please understand how much I appreciate your consistent support of my station. You are more than welcome to join us if you just tuned in. Subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Alright, let's proceed. Together, we can end this destructive pattern. I'll teach you how to assert yourself among narcissists, so you don't have to spend all your time defending yourself. I hope you'll see that the concerns and issues of narcissists are valid and should be taken into account. A narcissist's top 4 concerns are discussed in this video. Today, I will unveil the narcissist's darkest and most profound secret. Narcissists care only about themselves, putting their own interests and needs before everyone else's. Anything that makes them feel better about themselves could serve as a source of motivation. Therefore, they seek the necessities of life, including food, blood, oxygen, and currency. They appear to be completely focused on that one goal. Recently, there has been a trend among this group to think that relying on a third-party token is the only way to increase one's sense of self-worth. They are looking to you to fill the chasm, or black hole, in their souls. They're looking for someone or something to hate in order to fill the gaping hole in their lives. They haven't stopped being hungry, but you've run out of non-food-related energy. Narcissistic supply, on the other hand, is abundant. Therefore, I will be talking about it in this post. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's get straight to the point. Narcissists care only about themselves and their own needs. Whether you're dealing with them as a business partner, a family member, or in some other position, you can never know how they'll feel about you. In the end, dealing with such a person is almost like dealing with someone who is in continual survival mode, or with someone who wants to care about you but can't because they are too focused on their own pain or issue. Presently, they are unable to do so due to a number of factors. This is why they now lack the emotional capacity to empathize with others. Each person is treated as the center of their attention. They only care about what you can give. As long as you're still there to lend a hand, there'll remain something meaningful to you. They're like an empty jar on a shelf, waiting to be filled with anything you have to offer. If there isn't much left to use, they'll pick through what's left, eating what they can before moving on to easier pickings. With regards to the second, I am referring to their belongings and possessions, and you know what? There will be no more fumbling around in the dark with their possessions. In other words, they are completely self-centered, hoarding useless goods in their attics. This group of folks is a bunch of packrats. Put simply, they are very worried about supply problems. They anticipate that the resources will be depleted over time, so they intend to make the most of what they have now. Having this attitude is not consistent with a life filled with plenty. So, they'll take all they can get their hands on until there's nothing left, and then they'll move on to another source. They placed a high value on authoritative roles in their society. They rule an enormous area that is roughly the size of a small country. Just to be clear, I'm referring to the extremely well-off here. They construct these enormous kingdoms and guard them with all their might, but they rarely venture beyond their borders because they put forth so much effort to create and retain kings, because many of them secretly long to rule over their own creations. They bring disgrace to humanity by using their position to exert dominance over others and gain wealth and influence. In a debate, a narcissist will try to bring the conflict down to an individual level. The way they are acting right now is typical of them. The experience has colored their opinion of humankind negatively. Maintaining control over people who report to them is their only priority. They are preoccupied with how the general population perceives them. The narcissist is extremely concerned with their image and would do anything to protect it. That is of the highest importance to them. Narcissists care deeply about how others, especially their most ardent supporters, see them and how they view themselves. They put a lot of thought into their appearance. To be deemed successful, one must associate with powerful individuals, drive flashy cars, and work for a well-known organization. These are the pillars upon which a narcissist builds their self-image. So, have you found this video entertaining? If you enjoy this video, please share your ideas by leaving a comment, clicking the like button, and subscribing to the channel. You'll be notified of upcoming releases by subscribing today and clicking the bell icon. We appreciate your time in seeing this.